Okay, so I just dropped my munchkin off for day one of her theater camp, and I am a self-proclaimed, self-diagnosed helicopter mom, and I don't see any problem with that, honestly. I feel like, um, in the world we live in today, it's okay to hover just a bit and make sure that everything is under control before you leave your child in any space or with anyone. But I do want to give a few pieces of advice to all the other helicopter moms out there that I know are out there, not really wanting to leave your kids anywhere, and really having a seriously restrictive vetting process for who you leave your children with. I'm right there with you. I get it. But I want to give just a few tidbits of advice to all the other helicopter moms out there. Number one, hang around, but don't intrude. And what I mean by that is I dropped my daughter off today, and I let her go and have fun. I did not leave the site right away. I wanted to survey everything myself, see how things were running, talk to her teacher for the day, also talk to some of the other instructors that are there for the day for some of the other classes, and just see how things were going to run. Make sure I was clear on everything, times of when things would be happening, times to pick them up, and everything like that. But I allowed her to go and to have fun, to meet children. I did not have her stay with me the entire time. I was in the same space with her, but I was allowing her to have some room. So as a helicopter mom, it's important to remember that, yes, we want to hover. We want that munchkin right next to us. We don't want to let them out of our sight for a half a second. But it's important to allow them to spread their wings some and have some of that room, even when you are in the same space. The second thing that I want to help you to remember is that it is okay to ask as many questions as you need to ask of whoever is going to be watching your child for however long they're going to be watching them. If you're sending them for a camp like I'm doing today, if you're leaving them at a daycare or a summer program that they're going to be in or something, it's okay to ask all the questions. Do not let anyone make you feel weird or overprotective or extra or any of those adjectives or anything they want to try to call you, because you're asking questions and because you're getting information. Make yourself comfortable. Ask all the questions you need to ask as many times as you need to ask them. If the response isn't good enough, get as much information as you need to get. And don't let anyone make you feel like that's wrong or that you're doing too much or, oh my gosh, am I being overbearing? No, you're making yourself comfortable so that you're comfortable to allow your child to spread their wings and do what they need to do. So make sure that you do that. And the last thing is just try to relax. Try to relax. It's going to be difficult. My daughter, that's my only child. She's 5 years old and she's with me a lot all the time. I'm a homeschooling mom, so we're together a lot of the time. So it is as relaxed as you can be, the better, because you do not want to hype your child up. You do not want your child to be hyper or to be worried or to catch a vibe from you that makes them feel like they need to be on edge. So try to relax. Spend some time with them before you drop them off. What we did on our way to theater camp is that we rocked out to some Michael Jackson. We listened because that's, one of my favorite artists, and I've passed on my love of Michael Jackson to her, so we listened to Michael Jackson in the car on the way here and just had a great time singing and dancing and just had a really relaxed time on our way here. So neither of us was on edge when we got here, and she was able to just come in, relax, get her bearings, and I was able to get my bearings, know what was going on, and then I was able to comfortably do that. Yes, I'm currently still in the parking lot of the place making this video, but I am on my way leaving. But it's important to do that for yourself. So, number one, hang around, but don't hover too much. Make sure you get your bearings and know what's going on. Number two, ask all the questions you needed to ask, and don't let anybody make you feel bad about that. And number 3, try to relax. Find some way to relax so that you and your child are comfortable, and that there's no that you can reduce some of the separation anxiety that happens as a result of, especially when it's a child that you spend a lot of time, they spend a lot of time with you, like especially in my situation where we're together a lot of the time. So those are just the 3 tips that I just wanted to share really one as I dropped my daughter off on day 1 of her theater camp this summer. So we're walking through this process one day at a time, and I want to encourage other helicopter moms out there to just really don't let yourself be overwhelmed. Don't let yourself kind of feel that you can't let your child spread their wings. Yes, the world that we live in today, there are a lot of crazy people out there and that are doing some crazy things, but we are also God's children, and as we pray over our children and we cover them, we have to trust the Lord that He is going to take care of them and take care of us. So I want to encourage you to allow your children to spread their wings this summer. Allow them to be in camps. Allow them to, hang out with friends. But do it in a way that makes you comfortable. Do not allow anyone to make you feel that you have to conform to something that they're doing because, what you're doing is more extra or not necessary. But do things in a way that makes you comfortable, but allow your children to have that space and to spread their wings. And continuously and constantly pray over them and cover them as you send them out into the world to be awesome citizens and awesome people contributing to the world that we live in. All right, so have a great day. This is Dr. Tiffany, your resident homeschool champion. Have an awesome one.